Well, here we are in the second week in this podcast series talking about various tools and resources we can lean on within the self-publishing community. Some stuff that will help elevate our business and get us to that very next level. And so this week, we're going to be talking, because last week we discussed Gumroad and PayHip, some direct sales options, but this time around, we're going to kind of transition over into a marketing asset, something that we could lean on for getting our marketing game up to the very next level. And that marketing resource, you may have heard of them before because I've covered them extensively. They are Book Award Pro. What's the deal with Book Award Pro? They've changed a few things over the years. Are they still worth it in 2024? We're going to discuss that in today's podcast segment, and I'm super excited to do that. Hey, join me this Friday, June 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern Daytime for the Future of Self-Publishing Roundtable, where 8 major self-publishing companies gathered together to share insights and intel. Oh, it's really good, by the way. This presentation is only one of dozens in the 2024 AuthorTube Writing Conference from Friday, June 28th through Sunday, June 30th. The event is 100% free, and you can get more details about it at the AuthorTubeWritingConference.com. Again, that's AuthorTubeWritingConference.com. I've got a link to my presentation and the conference website in the show notes, so please feel free to go ahead and grab that. If you hit the link to my video, there's going to be a little trailer explaining to you everything that's going on. Hit the little bell notification so you do not miss out. It is really good. I am super proud of this. I've done over 1,500 videos over the past 8 years, and I'm going to tell you this is probably by far my most favorite video I've done to date. Yes, I really love it that much. It's real deep. It's very good. You get some insights from folks like Ingram Spark, Drafted Digital, Smashwords, and so much more. 8 of them in total. All right, so let's get to the subject at hand today. Let's talk about Book Award Pro. What is Book Award Pro? For the uninitiated, if you haven't paid attention to any of my podcasts before, I think it's important we just go ahead and start from the very basics. Book Award Pro is a platform that helps authors in submitting their books to various book awards and reviewers to gain recognition and credibility for their work. It helps authors navigate the process of identifying relevant book awards, preparing submission materials, and submitting entries for consideration. Now, this service aims to increase the visibility of authors and their books by strategically positioning them in the competitive landscape of literary awards. It's essentially a marketing tool that you can use to leverage for third-party credibility. But it's not just simply a service that points you to the right awards or reviewers. Book Award Pro has a proprietary system that scours the internet for the right opportunities based on your book's genres and needs. So there are tons of book awards out there, like thousands of them. It's a ridiculous amount. I know I'd interviewed the founder of Book Award Pro, Hannah Jacobson, and she had actually said some specific number, but it's escaping my memory right now. But it is so much. The problem is, like, which book awards should you go to? Which ones can you afford? Which ones can't you afford? Which ones are appropriate to your book and which ones aren't appropriate to your book? There's so much information that you have to sift through. And let's be honest here. Most authors, indie authors specifically, don't like bothering with marketing and promotion because it's extra work. We'd rather be writing our next book. We'd rather be, sipping some cocktails over on the beach. We don't want to be spending our time marketing and promoting. That's where Book Award Pro removes some of that friction of you having to search down book awards that are appropriate for your book and figuring out which ones work, which ones don't. So what is the process like with Book Award Pro? All right, so I'm just going to kind of give you just an overarching look at this one. So what you're going to end up doing is you can actually end up setting up your account and you'll upload your book and all of the metadata, relevant information. You can have the title, the subtitle, author name, the book cover, the description, the manuscript, because obviously if it's going to be submitted to book award programs, you're going to want to make sure that you have the manuscript. And I believe you're going to want it available in EPUB as well as PDF and possibly Mobi still. I could be wrong on that one. My apologies to the Book Award Pro team if I happen to got that one wrong. But you get those 3 ones, upload them there so that way it's available, so that way you can be able to submit without any issues. Now, if for some reason you don't upload that, you're probably going to be in a worse position because obviously they need that information in order to scour the internet for the right awards for your book. So what ends up happening is as soon as you've submitted all the information, and by the way, it's going to take about, I'd say 15 minutes probably a little bit more to actually get through the whole uploading process. But if you're anything like me, anytime I have a book that I've published in any capacity, I will have a metadata sheet where I put all the information, like the title, the subtitle, and all the relevant information, keywords, categories, all that stuff. So all you have to do is copy and paste over. So it should be relatively simple. Now, then, once you have it all uploaded, Book Award Pro monitors thousands of book awards to match the ideal opportunities for your book. So you'll typically get an email notification when they've found something that aligns with your book. Now, by the way, this is available on the free and the paid plans, and I'll get to how much the cost is, because obviously not everything's free and there is a little bit of an asterisk, and I'm going to cover all this stuff here. So you just want to pay attention to the email notifications, and especially if you're like me, where I have quite a few books that are on the free plan, but every now and then I put one into the pro plan, the top tier there. And with the top tier one of the features they have available is they automatically will submit it based on what their algorithms have determined the best fit for you, as well as the award that you're going to be most likely to win. And that's kind of nice. So according to Book Award Pro, they boast a 68% award win rate. So what? 68% of books winning through them. And I got to tell you, I've been using them for a while, and it's actually very accurate. In their words, our technology is the gold standard. Authors using our Pro plan have a 68% average win rate. Without Book Award Pro, win rates are less than 9%. So you go after this on your own, you've greatly stacked the odds against you. By going with Book Award Pro, they've made it so much simpler. So I've shared my previous experience on prior broadcasts here and on YouTube videos, but I can spare the details, honestly, because it's a lot. To date, I've won over 32 awards for 6 books. I know, pretty crazy, right? Been doing this for a while here. Let's look at what I did more recently. So I published How to Write a Book in 48 Hours. It's a short essay. I did this back in November, and immediately I put it over into Book Award Pro because I really wanted to kind of lay it up with some good book awards. That way I could get additional marketing material and get that third-party credibility. So I submitted my book, well, actually they submitted it for me, to 4 different awards programs. Now here's the really cool part is, some awards programs will actually allow you to enter it in more than one category. So for instance, of those 4, one of those actually had 3 different categories. Now, bad news is, of those 3 categories, I only won in one of the categories, but it didn't cost me any extra. So technically, I won 3 out of the 4 awards that we had put it into. So that's a 75% average right there. That really, I am still blown away by this. And to be honest with you, I had actually got a notification this past week that I had won another award, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about it. And getting that news was just really, really awesome. But I'll tell you what I did with the awards and what it got me here in just a little bit here. Now, something to kind of note here is authors. You're obviously an author. Will you be happy with it? Well, according to them, the author satisfaction rating is 97.6. So that means there's 3.4% of authors out there that weren't happy with it, but it is what it is. But you can see they're very much transparent about their approval rating, which is pretty good. Now, for the Pro plan, it's automated. So make sure you pay close attention to what awards are getting targeted. So I've been doing this for so long, and because I've been doing it, one of the issues I was running into was that on subsequent books that I was submitting, I was getting them submitted to the same book award programs. And so what ends up happening after a while is, let me use Literary Titan. Great book award. They provide you with the review and other perks. Heck, I think they even sent me some seals and a certificate. It was really, really nice. Nothing against Literary Titan, they're fantastic, but one of the things I like to do when using Book Award Pro is get as many different book awards as I possibly can, so it doesn't just look like all I do is submit to the same book awards. Now, if you decide you want to do that, go for it. Absolutely. I do know that I'm putting myself at a bit of a disadvantage because obviously if I won for one award, I'd probably win for another one. So what I typically do is whenever they send me out notifications, or even like once per week, I'll pop into my Book Award Pro account and I'll scroll through all of the targeted Book Award programs that they have there, and I'll see which ones make sense to me to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. And so in a lot of instances, I'll give like a thumbs down. It's not that the book awards were terrible. I just don't want that targeted automatically, because if I just leave it alone, it's all automated. So Book Award Pro is going to go, oh, well, let's just go ahead and enter this to Literary Titan. And even though I don't want that, they don't know that unless I actually tell them. So it's really a dead simple process. And by the way, if you ever get lost, just contact support. They're really good. So you can get more details about an award when you go and visit the site, and you'll go into each one of the books, and it'll show you an entire panel, like a whole list of the different awards, and you can click on that and a side widget will pop out and it'll tell you the site, the benefits, the deadlines, and so much more. You can go over, visit the site, you can see what books are there, you can see if this is an award that you would like to apply to, or if you're like, nah, I don't think so. You can automate your entry, or you can get the info and go right to the source. For me, I really like the Pro plan. It's dead simple. I just let them to go ahead and handle that. Or in the instances of, say, like a free plan, you would have to go and do that on your own. So for plans lower than the Pro plan, you'll have to submit the award yourself, right? Just so you know. So that top tier plan, they do it for you. All the other ones down below that comes with a little bit of an asterisk, because there is still a way that they'll submit it for you, but it does come with a little bit extra here. So the Pro plan has a really, and I mean really, professional submission package. I am hard pressed to see any indie author out there that's going to be able to do it at that level of professionalism. It is that good. When I look at it, I'm like, my gosh, no wonder I'm winning. And the really cool thing they provide you with is you get a digital nomination certificate. So when you get your book nominated for a book award, they really want you to share that with the world and be able to boast about that, because even if you don't win it, at least you've been put among other winners and other people within your genre, and among other indie books as well as trad published books. So get that digital nomination certificate. It's really nice, although I don't know if I've got enough room on my walls for all the digital nomination certificates. So what do you do when you receive the award? So this is really cool, because when you do win an award, if you happen to submit it on your own, obviously the information is going to come directly to you. But when I do it through, say, the Pro plan, they notify me, and that's really kind of cool. More details about that here in just a second. The founder of Book Award Pro, Hannah Jacobson, believes you should begin marketing as soon as you submit your book for consideration. So that's why she's real big on nominations and just sharing with the world. Rather than beat up your followers or folks on social media to buy your next book, you could share that you have an award-nominated book. And so, again, you could just go ahead and just share that nomination, that certificate, or you can even just say, hey, this site is where I'm going to be featured. That's one of the ways to do it. One feature they have is called story marketing. Now, this is for the paid accounts that you only have that. And the beauty about story marketing is you're only one click away from sharing that information out to social media across other different areas. So when you win an award, here's what you need to do. You got to showcase this everywhere, all right? Because some folks are like, okay, if I win that award, will I sell more books? Yes and no. It just depends on how you leverage it. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is consider putting the award seal on your book cover or inside the book, some type of capacity that people know this is an award-winning book. You do it on your website. Do it in your editorial reviews section that you have over on Amazon. That's a big one. I always load mine up. As soon as I see a notification that I've won, I put that in my email inbox. I keep it there until I open up Author Central, go into editorial reviews under a particular book, and then I go ahead and enter the information about what I want. In your A+ content as well. So this is another marketing option you have available through Amazon KDP, that you can be able to put some more information about your award winning, and also put it inside your email automation. If you've got an email list, chances are very likely they would like to know about this award winning status or even award nomination status. Again, it's so much easier to promote your book when all you're doing is flexing the fact that you've been nominated or you have won an award. Pretty cool, right? So remember, an award is a marketing tool. If you want to get the most from it, you have to use it. Meaning that you can't just sit here and get it nominated and expect for the best, or get it, winning and expect for the best. You need to actually use it. So will winning book awards sell more books? This depends largely on how you leverage them. Some book awards will promote your winning title through their website, services, or social media. Heck, there was actually one of the times I actually got to do an interview. It was a written interview, but it was pretty neat, the fact that they actually showcased that on their website. And the cool thing is that's just another touch point that people can be able to discover who I am and my books that I do, and all that to get rewarded with an award itself. While others will give you a hearty pat on the back. Yeah, there's some of them, they're just like, great job, you did awesome. And some of them also have the option to pay for upsales like certificates or medals. That isn't always the case, because as I'd mentioned, Literary Titan hooked me up with a certificate at one point or another. That was really cool of them. But it all varies on each one of those. All awards programs vary so much. So thoroughly research an award program before submitting to it. So that way okay, this has got all the benefits and perks that I'm looking for. So there's also a reviews feature. Now, this is the latest feature that they had available through Book Award Pro. I talked about it with Hannah not too long ago here on the podcast, and really what it comes down to is getting more editorial reviews that you're able to slap on your book cover. You can put it in the back book cover. You can put it inside. Those reviews, much like the awards, is a marketing tool. Is this going to be something that you're going to be able to slap some Amazon reviews over on there? No, most likely not. And keep in mind, folks, that 99% of reviews and awards that you're going to be doing through Book Award Pro are going to cost for submission. Yeah, you're going to have to pay for that. And a lot of people are like, why would I pay? First of all, Book Award programs don't just run on volunteers. These are people that are taking their time to read and review and sort and organize all this type of stuff. And then you got book reviewers out there where it's like their full-time job and they do this for a living. Now, not to be confused, I think a lot of people out there think, oh, I'd never get a paid book review. But you're thinking about the fact that Amazon KDP doesn't accept paid reviews on their platform. They don't want to see that because they consider it biased. But any other reviews, you're just fine. In fact, this has been going on for years. You look at a company like Kirkus, who charges upwards of like $500 or more on an editorial review. So it's not unusual to pay for some reviews. Now, for some reason, you're like, I'll never pay for a review. That's fine. But I will tell you that there are some instances, rare instances, that there are free editorial reviews out there. For instance, I've plugged this one numerous times. ReadersFavorite.com actually has a free book review. You can submit it. I've always found great success with that particular platform. I don't have a link to that, so you're just going to have to Google it up. ReadersFavorite.com and then get that free book review. But Book Award Pro is going to automate a lot of that search for you, so you're not having to guess your way around. I think I did the interview with Hannah, and a lot of people misunderstood where they thought, okay, this is free for me to do Book Award Pro, but all they're doing is giving me these paid reviews. Yeah, you're going to have to sift through some. If you're just looking for free stuff or you're kicking tires, then chances are very likely you're going to have a little work ahead of you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You're not going to get a ton of free reviews or free awards programs. Those things cost because human beings are behind that and they need to be compensated. All right, so how much is Book Award Pro? Let's go ahead and blast through these. The starter plan is the free plan. What they'll do is they handle the awards that are curated for your book and reviews curated for your book. And you have the ability to switch plans and cancel at any time. By the way, super dead simple. Like, I've done it numerous times for a lot of my books where I remove it from the pro plan and I downgrade it to the free plan. The cool thing is, as long as you have that publication inside your dashboard on the free plan or the pro plan, you will get notifications about specific award matches on the regular basis. So there are a lot of times that I'll get pinged and I'll go, I like that one. Ooh, maybe I should toss that into there. So it really does help out. The Essentials plan's the next step up. It's about $15 per month. It's everything in the starter plan, but you're going to include story marketing. Again, that's where you have a simple button and you just click that based on a particular book. If you've been nominated or if you've won, it'll be able to go out to Facebook, X, and so much more. Also, they have expert research. Now, this is guidance for every match. So that is really kind of a nice one because, yeah, they're going to present you with some options on that free plan, but then it's going to be a little bit more tailored to what you are going to need for that. So the expert research, really good. Next plan is the Plus plan. That's a $69 per month. That's everything in the previous plans, but you also get targeting. So decide which awards and reviews are best for the targeting. You also have a special category for extra awards. This would include like debut author or audiobook awards or book cover awards or illustration awards and so much more. There's more niche style awards that they won't automatically target for you unless you actually request. And then there's the Pro plan. That's the top tier one. That's the one I enjoy to use. I don't have it on all the time because obviously it's not like it's super cheap, but I believe it is more than affordable for what they give. I think it's very reasonable. That's the best way I can put it. It's at $199 per month. That's everything in the previous plans, but you also get one expert award entry done for you every month. Now, they cover the submission fee. So that means you see that $199, a good chunk of that goes towards the submission fee. So if you're kind of going, oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, well, they take care of it for you. And as I had mentioned before, it's only on the Pro plan that you get that professional submission done on your behalf. It is really good. And by the way, feel free. You can always just email me and I can always just send you an example, or you can even reach out to Book Award Pro to see an example from them of what that looks like. It's really kind of nice. They also will track the results. You get all the benefits your book deserves. So for instance, as I'd mentioned, Literary Titan ended up hooking me up with a review. They also hooked me up with some award seals and things like that. Well, what ended up happening is because they applied for the book award on my behalf, they get that information, they send it over to me and they're like, hey, you get a review, you also get these seals. They will tell you all the things that you need to know so that way you can really capitalize on that. Because especially if you're spending money on this, a significant amount of money, you don't want to miss out on any of the small little perks that come along with it, or large perks for that matter. Now, the monthly rates cover only one book for that Pro plan, but you can load up as many books as you like to their platform to monitor for awards and reviews. So meaning that if you take the Pro plan and you do it at $199, you can't just upload 24 books and that covers all 24 books. No, you have to pick one specific book and stick with that one. If you want to end up upgrading for that, you'd have to contact support and get that all arranged. Typically, I only ever have one in the queue for the paid queue. So that's just my personal philosophy. Put it into the free plan as a very minimum because obviously it doesn't cost you anything and it doesn't hurt to learn anything. But one of the things I do enjoy about the paid plan, the Pro plan that is the fact that they will provide me all the results that work best for my title. So one part that I do again is I go through and I vet all of the different selections. There's been some times when they get ready to automate the submission and I stop them. Really nice. There's a nice little window of time and I can't remember, it might be like a few days long that you have to get a hold of them. But hey folks, get more details about Book Award Pro when you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. A couple other really cool features that they have. You have refer authors. So if you want to refer a friend, you really like them, there is a $20 credit for any referred authors who sign up for the paid service. They also have easy share buttons like Facebook, X, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and email for the refer an author. So pretty nice, right? There's also what's called boosts. Now, this is where you pay them to submit on your behalf. Remember how I mentioned some of the plans that are a little bit cheaper and you're like, I don't want to do that, but I want the Pro plan type level submission? They have the Submit Boost, which is one book for $199. And then they have the Fast Track Boost, which is for 5 titles at $999. Now, I've done the Fast Track Boost before, and by the way, wow. In their words, 5 professional entries for award opportunities that announce results quickly. Book Award Pro expertly handles everything for you from start to finish. AI targeting pinpoints the most valuable awards for your book with a focus on getting results as soon as possible. So included with that specific service, price includes all entry fees and 5 professional submissions. AI targeting identifies your book's 5 most valuable opportunities. Trust the experts who optimally present and submit your book. and track your progress and benefits all the way to the finish line, as I had mentioned previously. Hey, just a quick friendly reminder to join me for an exclusive roundtable discussion for the 2024 AuthorTube Writing Conference. I organized a chat with Ingram Spark, Drafted Digital, Publish Drive, Lulu, Kobo, Writing Life, StreetLib, and BookVault, where we discuss the future of self-publishing on Amazon and beyond. Get more details about this free massive online conference when you visit AuthorTubeWritingConference.com. The links are in the show notes as per usual. Here are my final thoughts. Is Book Award Pro for everyone? Absolutely. Absolutely. It covers every budget imaginable. It's making life easier for you for your marketing needs. Even if you just go in there, and I understand you're probably kicking tires going $199 per month, Dale, that must be nice. Yeah, I get it. I totally understand. But free is free, and you can always look at your options and see what's available to you. I would recommend you at least pop into your account at least once per month and go through some of those options, whether you're on the free plan or you're up to the pro plan. It's up to you. Again, free plan, nothing to lose. Yes, you will have to invest in most of the awards entries and review submissions. Do a little sifting, and you can find some free stuff from time to time. Now, keep in mind, Book Award Pro is always scouring for more book awards and reviews, so you might not have much now, but you'll get something later if you stick with it. Now, with the paid plan, look, invest only what you can afford. I understand that if you don't have $199 or $69 or even $15 per month, invest only what you can afford. I prefer the pro plan because I am too stinking busy to be submitting for book awards. I just don't have the time for it. I don't want to look for it. I don't want to submit to it. And especially after looking at their stinking submissions, how am I supposed to top that? What? With my third grade looking Canva submissions? No, I'm just going to let them handle it. And I understand that's not an affordable option for everyone. I get it. It's totally fine. Maybe put it on your bucket list, something that you will eventually get to there as your author brand continues to grow and expand. Marketing and promotion are all about being more visible. And Book Award Pro helps you with that and provides a service that would normally take hours, days, or even weeks to do, maybe months or years. Is this a mandatory tool in every author's toolbox? No, but it certainly helps massively with getting your book into more readers' hands and leveraging credibility from third-party sources. Why say your book is great when someone else can say it for you? All the while, you have an award or review to prove it. Hey, I'll be taking a brief hiatus next week, but we'll be back in the office the week after next to continue this series of podcasts covering self-publishing tools and resources. Next time, we're going to explore Story Origin. Is this book marketing tool for any good? Well, we're going to find out about that. Get details the week after next. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I appreciate you tuning in to this longer podcast. My apologies, but I get real excited about Book Award Pro. Catch you later, folks.